Hi. Welcome to the History House. I'm Amr Saeed and you are watching the History of the 20th of October on your favorite The History House YouTube channel. Please like this video and subscribe the channel for the importance of the day, success stories as well as the failure stories around the world on daily basis. October 20th is the 293rd day of the year, 294th in leap years in the Gregorian calendar. 72 days remain until the end of the year. Arbor Day has been observed in Australia since 1889. Arbor Day, or Arbor in some countries, is a holiday in which individuals and groups are encouraged to plant trees. Today, many countries observe such a holiday. Though usually observed in the spring, the date varies, depending on climate and suitable planting season. Heroes Day is observed in Kenya, 0n 20th of every October. 0n same day 20th of October. Revolution Day has been celebrated in Guatemala, so it's a public in Guatemala. On same day 20th of October, Vietnamese Women's Day is observed. Vietnam. Vietnam, officially the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, is a country in Southeast Asia and the easternmost country on the Indo-Chinese peninsula. With an estimated 96.2 million inhabitants as of 2019, it is the 15th most populous country in the world. Vietnam shares its land borders with China to the north, and Laos and Cambodia to the west. It shares its maritime borders with Thailand through the Gulf of Thailand, and the Philippines, Indonesia and Malaysia through the South China Sea. Its capital city is Hanoi, and its most populous city is Ho Chi Minh City, also known by its former name of Saigon. World Osteoporosis Day is observed annually on October 20th, and launches a year-long campaign dedicated to raising global awareness of the prevention, diagnosis and treatment of osteoporosis and metabolic bone disease. Organized by the International Osteoporosis Foundation (IOF), the World Osteoporosis Day campaign is accompanied by community events and local campaigns by national osteoporosis patient societies from around the world, with activities in over 90 countries. World Statistics Day is an international day to celebrate statistics. Created by the United Nations Statistical Commission, it was first celebrated on the 20th of October 2010. The day is celebrated every 5 years. As of 2010, 103 countries celebrate a National Statistics Day, including 51 African countries that jointly celebrate African Statistics Day annually on the 18th of November. India celebrates its Statistics Day on the 29th of June, the birthday of the statistician Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis. The Royal Statistical Society in the UK also launched its GetStats statistical literacy campaign on the same day at 2010, on the 20th of October 2010. The next World Statistics Day was to be celebrated on the 20th of October 2025. 1548 – The city of La Paz is founded by Alonso de Mendoza. 1568 – The Spanish Duke of Alba defeats a Dutch rebel force under William the Silent. 1572 – 80 Years' War, 3,000 Spanish soldiers wade through 15 miles of water in one night to effect the relief of Goes. 1720 – Caribbean pirate Calico Jack is captured by the Royal Navy. 1740 – France, Prussia, Bavaria and Saxony refuse to honor the Pragmatic Sanction, and the War of the Austrian Succession begins. 1781 – The Patent of Toleration, providing limited freedom of worship, is approved in Austria. 1803 – The United States Senate ratifies the Louisiana Purchase. 1818 – The Convention of 1818 is signed between the United States and the United Kingdom, which settles the Canada-United States border on the 49th parallel for most of its length. 1827 – In the Battle of Navarino, a combined Turkish and Egyptian fleet is defeated by British, French and Russian naval forces in the last significant battle fought with wooden sailing ships. 1883 – Peru and Chile sign the Treaty of Ancon, by which the Tarapacá province is ceded to the latter, bringing an end to Peru's involvement in the War of the Pacific. 1904 – Chile and Bolivia sign the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, delimiting the border between the two countries. 1910 – The hull of the RMS Olympic, sister ship to the ill-fated RMS Titanic, is launched from the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast. 1935 – The Long March, a mammoth retreat undertaken by the armed forces of the Chinese Communist Party a year prior, ends. 1941 World War II, thousands of civilians in German-occupied Serbia are murdered in the Kragujevac massacre. 1944 World War II, the Soviet Army and Yugoslav partisans liberate Belgrade. 1944 liquefied natural gas leaks from storage tanks in Cleveland and then explodes, leveling 30 blocks and killing 130 people. 1944 American General Douglas MacArthur fulfills his promise to return to the Philippines when he commands an Allied assault on the islands. 1947 The House Un-American Activities Committee begins its investigation into communist infiltration of the Hollywood film industry, resulting in a blacklist that prevents some from working in the industry for years. 1951 The Johnny Bright incident occurs in Stillwater, Oklahoma. 1952 The governor of Kenya declares a state of emergency and begins arresting hundreds of suspected leaders of the Mau Mau uprising. 1961 The Soviet Union performs the first armed test of a submarine-launched ballistic missile, launching an R-13 from a Gulf-class submarine. 1962 China launches simultaneous offensives in Ladakh and across the McMahon Line, igniting the Sino-Indian War. 1968 Former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy marries Greek shipping tycoon Aristotle Onassis. 1973 Saturday Night Massacre, United States President Richard Nixon fires U.S. Attorney General Elliot Richardson and Deputy Attorney General William Ruckelshaus after they refused to fire Special Prosecutor Archibald Cox, who is finally fired by Robert Bork. 1973 The Sydney Opera House is opened by Elizabeth II after 14 years of construction. 1976 The ferry George Prince is struck by a ship while crossing the Mississippi River. 78 passengers and crew die, and only 18 people aboard the ferry survive. 1977 Rock band Lynyrd Skynyrd's airplane crashes. Lead singer Ronnie Van Zant and guitarist Steve Gaines perish in the crash. 1981 Two police officers and an armored car guard are killed during an armed robbery carried out by members of the Black Liberation Army and Weather Underground. 1982 During the UEFA Cup match between FC Spartak Moscow and HFC Haarlem, 66 people are crushed to death in the Luzhniki disaster. 1986 Aeroflot Flight 6502 crashes while landing at Kybyshev Airport, now Kuramach International Airport, in Kybyshev, now present-day Samara, Russia, killing 70 people. 1991 A 6.8 MW earthquake strikes the Uttarkashi region of India, killing more than 1,000 people. 2011 Libyan civil war, rebel forces capture Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi in his hometown of Sirte and kill him shortly thereafter. The deposed leader of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, is captured by the National Transitional Council forces. He was killed by the troops soon after. Births on this day, the 20th of October. 1971 Snoop Dogg, American rapper, producer, actor. 1958 Viggo Mortensen, American actor. 1950 Tom Petty, American singer-songwriter, musician. 1931 Mickey Mantle, American baseball player. 1859 John Dewey, American philosopher, psychologist. Deaths on this day, the 20th of October. 2011 Muammar Gaddafi, Libyan politician, Prime Minister of Libya. 1984 Paul Dirac, English physicist, Nobel Prize laureate. 1964 Herbert Hoover, American politician, 31st President of the United States. 1950 Henry L. Stimson, American statesman, lawyer, politician. 1890 Richard Francis Burton, English soldier, geographer, diplomat. Thanks a lot for watching the History House YouTube channel. Please like this video and subscribe the channel for latest stories on daily basis.